If you've ever wondered, hey, how did my favorite indie dyer get all of this amazing yarn ready to bring to a show, then this video is for you. Today we're traveling to Portland, Oregon to get a behind-the-scenes look at a Ruby and Roses trunk show.
Hi everyone, my name is Addy and I am the dyer behind Ruby and Roses, and I hope you enjoy seeing this video where we go behind the scenes of what it's like to do a trunk show on the other side of the country.
We first became friends with Addy and Devin last summer when we toured the Ruby and Roses dye studio in Indiana. Once we realized our paths were going to cross here in Oregon, we made plans for this video. They had all their yarn shipped ahead of them, so it was waiting for us at the yarn shop, the Naughty Lamb, when we arrived.
So all of this is the show colorway, so we'll go ahead and get this
Big
open.
reveal, big reveal.
Yeah, exciting. And it also has some of our other, like our signs and things like that. So there we go. So it's all in.
I was like, wait.
Oh no.
I thought it was all gonna just
No, we have it pretty secure, hopefully.
Oh yeah, you do.
Exciting. Looks like they all arrived safely. So it's the flora and fauna. It's based off of an inspiration photo I found that it's just a beautiful picture of Mount Hood. So I think that'll be really pretty.
It's so beautiful.
I love it on Surrey. It just looks like the picture because it looks all watercolory and just really fun.
So Addy, how many shows have you done like this?
This is our first trunk show. We've done a few pop-ups at a shop in Indianapolis, which was fun. But yeah, we're really pretty new to all of this, so it's kind of learning as we go along. But we got very excited. Indie Untangled was another show, but it was we had all of our grid walls set up, and so it was a bit of a different experience. Yeah, we knew we were gonna have this set up. I'm sort of planning as I'm going along, with what kind of colors I'm placing in specific areas, but we knew we wanted to do the entire Taylor Swift collection and then a special show exclusive. So that's really fun. And then a lot of these are all of the sample skeins that I dyed before the pre-order opened. So that's why I have kind of a wide selection of bases. I have some bulky, all the way down to cloud and delicate, which are my lace weight bases. So yeah, pretty fun variety. Yeah, this one is definitely one of my favorites. It's even the one that I'm wearing. So I wanted to have the show colorway front and center. I still might rearrange this a little bit to kind of have this inspo photo a little bit closer to the front, but I really wanted the show color over here and then my New Romantics mini set on the front as well, because I think they pair really beautiful, really pretty together. And then I'm also going to be doing my Lover Addy's version right next to it because that pairs well. And then I'm just kind of doing a lot of the TS colors on this side, and then I want to have a tonal palette on this side. I think it'll be really fun to kind of have a few other more of the earth tones and really jewel tone moody colors of the TS on that side. So that's why I'm doing Bejeweled, Invisible String, Timeless over there. And yeah, and then I have two in-stock colors that I brought that are some of our best sellers that people were requesting. So it's kind of fading along that way. But I'm really excited to start putting together the tonal palette because I was just loved when I was at the studio just grabbing all of my favorite tonals.
Even with 3 of us, unboxing and setting up the table took about 45 minutes. Addy brought around 600 skeins of yarn. Anything that didn't fit on the table was organized into their shipping boxes and stored underneath for easy restocking. Towards the end of the setup, Addy went around to zhuzh everything up and make sure it worked visually for shoppers. So you came all the way from Indiana to Portland, Oregon with how many skeins of yarn?
So we brought almost 600.
Whoa. So how early did you start preparing? Like how many weeks in advance?
So we actually started I just kind of started with my ideas and just figuring out what I wanted to bring. I knew I wanted it to be a really special event and just sort of something fun for all of the followers and customers that I have here in Portland. So I knew that my Taylor Swift collection pre-order would be closed by now. So I thought it would be a really fun treat to bring along some extra skeins with me for the yarn crawl. So basically it took a lot of prep, I think end of December. And so yeah, that was when I started creating all of the Taylor Swift colors, loving the prototypes and sort of locking in the colorway sheets for those. And so once I knew I loved a color and I was going to dye up the base samples for the photos, I decided to add in a few extra pans on some of our best-selling bases. And so that was really fun to get to bring those and kind of dye them ahead of time along with the rest of the collection and the ones that I needed for photos. And then I brought all of that along with me. So it's really fun that it didn't take away from any of the pre-order. So if you did, if anyone pre-ordered the collection, it's not going to be taking away from that.
Yeah, they'll be getting it because people are still getting their pre-orders, right?
So we haven't started shipping yet. We'll be shipping in the next 2 weeks. So we're still dyeing it up. So it's going to be about 8 to 10 week turnaround time. So yeah, it's going to be all in dyeing for the foreseeable future.
It's kind of cool because some people were saying that they had ordered some. And then when they saw them in person, they're like, "Ooh, I want to get some more."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was awesome. It was so fun seeing people build on their collections. It was really fun.
Oh man. So you've been preparing for several months and then you started getting everything ready to bring it with you. So you didn't drive.
Right. Yes, we flew.
Okay. And how did you get your yarn here?
Yes. So we were just going to take a lot of our yarn in suitcases, but we realized that that's probably not the most feasible. So it was just sort of reviewing a lot of our different options. We decided to ship 2 massive boxes to the Naughty Lamb, and Karen was able to receive those packages for us, which was amazing. And then we brought 1 suitcase full of yarn, and that was the shop exclusive colorway for the yarn crawl. So that one, I wasn't able to dye that until I think the weekend before the crawl, just because of everything so busy with the pre-order. And so it was really fun to spend a whole day dyeing that up and then the next day processing it. So since it was a bit later, we decided to just bring that along with us. But for the most part, it was very seamless, shipping everything, doing inventory before we arrived at the event.
So you took the time to plan out which colorways that you were bringing, right?
Yes.
How did you decide? We heard about the Taylor Swift collection, but how did you decide what else that you brought?
So the Taylor Swift collection consists of 13 colorways, 12 of which are speckled. So it's just a really cohesive, complete palette in and of itself, which is really fun, except I wanted to bring something that's from our in-stock collection as well, because we feature a lot of our best sellers in stock year round for the most part. So I wanted to also give that its moment to shine. So I brought Calliope, which is one of my personal favorite colorways, and a lot of you requested it as well. So that was really fun. And yeah, so I brought Calliope as well as Deep Affection, which is just one of them's a really beautiful fuchsia, and then the other one's more of a plum with lots of flecks of teal and just a lot of other colors. So I wanted to keep it very simple, just so that the palette was really cohesive and just, I don't know, really just was the star of the show, I guess.
So did you bring any anything that like wasn't speckled?
So I also brought along with all of the speckled colorways, some of our in-stock tonals, which was really fun. So some of them were the tonals that were featured in the Taylor Swift collection that were also dying up for the pre-order. So those we just had a few bases on. But it was really, really fun getting to pick a palette for the tonals as well. So not only did it coordinate beautifully with the collection, but it also is like a really fun palette by itself. So that was super fun. And yeah, I like had so much fun like picking out what colors and just changing my mind 100 times, just wanting to make sure it was just perfect.
In total, do you know how many colorways you brought with you?
If I remember correctly, I had about like 14 or 15 tonals. So I had a little bit more. So I would say like, what is that? Maybe like 28 plus the show color. So yeah. And then the new Romantics mini sets as well. So those are like kind of a colorway, kind of a set.
Yeah. So out of how, like what fraction or percentage is that of your like entire collection?
Like
I guess,
the mini skeins? Or
no, like just like 30 colors. How many colors do you like do in stock?
Okay. So the tonals, so we kind of have like a unique setup with our pre-orders. So what I've really loved doing is creating like new speckled colorways for the collection, but pulling our in-stock tonals for each pre-order that we do. Just because I really love the colors, I think they mix and match really well with a lot of the speckled colorways that I dye. So those will be returning. So they're kind of like half pre-order, half in stock, if that makes sense. So they're not available on the site right now since we are dyeing them up for pre-order, but once we ship all of those out in about like 2 to 3 weeks after that, then we'll add them back in and restock them for the shop.
And that's all the tonals?
Yeah, so all of them.
Nice.
So yeah, so even the ones that are pre-ordered at the moment will be returning in like 3 weeks after everyone receives their yarn.
Wow. So like 3 months from now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while, yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of yarn to dye.
I do, yes, it will keep me very busy.
Here's a look at the Ruby and Roses dye studio back in Indiana. Addy is dyeing up the crawl colorway, Flora and Fauna. And you can see a full tour of the dye studio that we filmed earlier this year, linked down below. Made it to the end of the day. You guys sold a lot of yarn.
We did, yeah, it was crazy. It was super fun.
This is everything you have left, right?
Yeah, this is it. We have some more minis because we brought so many mini skeins with us since that was just finished getting processed from like the sample run. So they were kind of backlogged a bit. But yeah, luckily we had a few extra moments to get these wound and labeled. And yeah, I'm really glad we were able to bring them because everyone had so much fun. Most of them were picking out yarn to do a doodle cow by Pacific Knit Co. So that'll be really fun, I think.
Now, what was the most popular color today?
The most popular one was, oddly enough, the most popular from the pre-order. So that was really cool. So yep, that was Lover, Addy's version, which is super fun. One of my favorites. It just has so many fun speckles. So this was the #1 bestseller from the Taylor Swift pre-order, and it was definitely the bestseller here. It sold out pretty quick. There was only 3 skeins left at the end of the day. So that was really fun. And then the second most popular colorway was the Reputation colorway, which again was the second most popular from the collection, which was really funny. So yeah, it's really cool. I love this one. I think it's so funny that the 2 bestsellers are like complete polar opposites. One's like I don't know, black with dimension, I guess. And then the other one's sort of an elevated white with a lot of really fun speckles. So I think it's really, really cool that everyone really seems to love these 2 colors. And then everyone also really loved the new Romantic set. This has been a big hit, kind of pairing these 2 together. And I love it. I'm casting on a blanket with this combo. So I'm really excited about that.
And how about your show colorway?
Yeah, the show colorway was also really popular. It was based off of this photo of Mount Hood, which is really pretty. I searched for so long over the internet trying to find like the perfect photo that I wanted to pull my colors from. And yeah, I really am happy with how it turned out. And there's only like 4 skeins left on Cloud, which is really fun. So yeah, all the softs sold out pretty quick.
Okay, so now what happens next? You're
Mhm.
done with the trunk show.
Yeah.
What do you do now?
So now we're going to start putting everything in boxes. We're going to try to do a quick inventory check, just count how many bases we have, like how many colorways we have per base, and just kind of, yeah, get some numbers down, and then we'll start packing everything up. So it'll be fun, yeah.
With each video we do, I am gaining more and more appreciation for the indie dyers in our community. I hope you enjoyed getting to see behind the scenes of a trunk show. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.